everybody, what is up? It's Lynn. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are ya? Yes, if you caught my last video, then you will have heard me say that I was going to finish my makeup look and come back with another video. But I got halfway through my look and really kind of wasn't feeling it. So I decided to still use the same palette, but I decided to switch out the blue kind of cut creasy thing for the Brow Engineering bleach, because I just didn't like the way that the look was coming out that I was doing before. So we're back and I'm working on a different look now instead. Same kind of thing, but just a little bit different. So I am gonna shut my mouth and carry on with this, but we are going to talk about a little bit more drama while we're here, because that's what we do over here on my channel. First thing I'm going to mention in this video is of course going to be Britney Spears. Well, Britney's sister Jamie Lynn. Yesterday I talked a bit about Jamie Lynn coming out with a book and also going on television, and girl, this one is really, I just hate it, you know, I really do hate it. I'm seeing Jamie Lynn Spears on TV.
First off, I don't understand. When it was put into place, I was 17-year-old. I was about to have a baby, so I didn't understand what was happening, nor was I focused on that. I was focused on the fact that I was a 17-year-old about to have a baby. I understand just as little about it then as I do now.
You talked in the book about the role that you were asked to play in the conservatorship.
There was a time where my sister asked me of her trust and will if I would be the person who assured that her boys got what they needed. Whether she's in a conservatorship or not, that was a very normal thing, I thought. Once I realized that, you know what, she's in a conservatorship, I felt like I just didn't want to be a part of until maybe she was out of the conservatorship. So there was no like me overseeing funds or something like that. And if that was, it was a misunderstanding. But either way, I took no steps to be a part of it. I've always been my sister's biggest supporter. So when she needed help, I set up ways to do so, went out of my way to make sure that she had the contacts she needed to possibly go ahead and end this conservatorship and just end this all for our family. If it's going to cause this much discord, why continue it?
So you didn't always agree with the conservatorship?
It wasn't about agreeing with the conservatorship. Everyone has a voice and it should be heard. So if she wanted to talk to other people, then I did. I set that up. I even spoke to her legal team, previous legal team, and that did not end well in my favor. So I did take the steps to help, but how many times can I take the steps without, you know, she has to walk through the door.
She seems to not really have any kind of empathy for what Britney went through in those 13 years while she was under the conservatorship. You know, the part in that clip where she just said, oh, well, I was a 17-year-old having a baby. What, so you couldn't have empathy for your own sister, your own flesh and blood? That sucks. You know, that's very like, oh, well, you know, I'm all right, Jack, I'll just worry about me kind of energy. And I'm like, you know, that really isn't cute. Really not cute. Okay, so I'm going for this kind of a shape. You can see it looks like the eye is kind of pulled up a little bit. So what I thought was really interesting about all this kind of Jamie Lynn Spears and Britney Spears stuff is that 2 days ago, Britney Spears put this out on her Instagram, picture of a typewriter saying, shall I start from the beginning? I'm like, whew, this is some tea. This is some tea. So do we think that Britney is now going to write a book to rival her sister, telling the real story, what actually happened to Britney throughout her conservatorship and everything like that? Because to me, the picture of a typewriter would suggest writing, of course, writing a book. I can't be the only one that thinks that, right? Then there's also a lot of Kanye West drama flying around at the moment. Now, Azalea Banks has called Kanye West out, accused him of doing H. And my jaw kind of dropped when I saw this one. I was like, what? Kanye doing H? Now, I'm not exactly a Kanye West fan, you know. I love Jay-Z and stuff like that, but like, I've never really been fussed about Kanye. And Azalea Banks is accusing Kanye of kind of really going off the rails and doing dog food hate. And I was just like, girl. I was like, this one is really crazy. Now, Azalea Banks has been quite controversial in the past. So I don't know how much truth there is to this, if any. But I was just like, wow. She's really out here calling Ye the fuck out. I'm like, Kanye has, of course, just dropped a trailer for his Netflix documentary as well, like a 3-part documentary that's going to be coming out. And I'm just like, wow. Azalea is out here really coming for him on the heels of that. His documentary coming out. So Azalea Banks has refused a collaboration with Kanye West and also cited his divorce from Kim Kardashian and the death of Virgil Abloh as, you know, major factors in Kanye kind of going off the rails. I'm like, wow, this is a lot, you know. This is quite the statement to make, and I really don't know what's going to happen there, but Azalea Banks, brave. You're brave, girl. And then to make matters even worse for Kanye West right now, he's been accused of punching a fan. TMZ ran a story about this, that he'd been accused of punching a fan at like 3 a.m. the other morning in downtown LA, and I'm like, oh, Kanye is having quite the week.
It's gonna grab it.
According to TMZ, law enforcement have said that this incident occurred around 3 a.m. Thursday morning. Kanye's been accused of pushing and then punching a male fan. The case is being investigated and it's being treated as misdemeanor battery, a crime which could land Kanye up to 6 months in jail. Quite the week. So, been accused of doing hate and turned down by Azalea Banks. And now we've got punching fans. Classy. Really good week for Kanye West then. Happier news, you've got Nikkie Tutorials, who shared a memory from 2020 talking about her coming out video when she came out and told everybody that she was trans. So this, she said on Instagram that after recording this Instagram clip that I'm about to play you, she broke down because she obviously didn't know what was going to happen with her coming out video, didn't know how it was going to be received by the public, by her audience and everything. You know, I don't think Nikkie could have, you know, foreseen the response to what happened at all. I don't think Nikkie could have known that she was going to be welcomed and accepted by the trans community, the queer community, everybody in the way that she was. It must have been a huge thing, you know, for somebody like Nikkie Tutorials to do, because it is scary, you know, if you've built an audience up on YouTube over like X amount of years, like Nikkie's been going for years and years on YouTube, and you've built up your audience, you know, they think they know you from watching your videos, watching your channel, supporting you, you know, doing your makeup over X amount of years, etc., etc. And then you're going to drop a bomb on them, you know, so you don't know what the reaction's going to be. But Nikkie said that she felt like, you know, she broke down after recording this little clip on Instagram, but that she was happy that Dylan, her fiance, was always there for her.
Hello. I know you haven't seen me in a while, and that is for a good reason, because I really want to share something with you, and it will be a shock, but it is this video right here. I am coming out.
So that's a nice thing to actually end this video on. You know, Nikkie being happy, being appreciative for her fans and for her fiance. people who've been there for her, you know, with that experience and everything, you know. And Nikkie has done so much, you know, in these kind of 2 years since then, since 2020. Nikkie has done so much, doing Eurovision, doing her own brand, Nimia. Nikkie has done so much, had so many opportunities, and it's really actually really nice to see, because I think Nikkie, as far as kind of beauty gurus go, I think Nikkie Tutorials is one of the good ones. You know, you get people doing shady things all the time, but I don't really see Nikkie doing shady things or doing stupid things for clout like I see some other kind of beauty gurus doing. I don't feel that she's manipulative or, you know, lying to her audience like somebody like Trisha Paytas does, you know. So I really do support Nikkie in, you know, whatever she does, because I think she is just one of those YouTubers that's nice to put on and watch. You know, you can put it on, do your makeup or whatever, you know, while Nikkie's doing her makeup, and it's just nice and chill and good vibes. And also in makeup news, the other little thing that I've seen is that Mitchell is going to be coming out with eyeliner pencils. It looks like they're going to be like a kind of kohl pencil, like a sharpenable kohl pencil. I hope they are, because I really hate like those retractable eyeliner pencils. I've got some, like, where is it? The little retractable one that I had the other day. Ooh, you know what I mean though, the little ones. Ah, there we go. Like this, the little ones that you like wind up. I hate this kind. I prefer a sharpenable one, and I prefer them to be a little bit creamy. So I'm really hoping that Mitchell is going to come out with a massive colour range in these. I saw he's also coming out with a lot more colours in his blush, which is the liquid blusher, these ones. And I'm like, oh, you know, so 2022 from Mitchell, made by Mitchell brand, is looking like it's going to be big. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop this little video right here. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. I love you so much. Thank you for watching and supporting my channel and all of that. Take care of yourselves. Let me know what you think about all the drama, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.